Hello, it's Maya
and Rosa.
and we are coming to you with a video about some of our experience dealing with heavier or denser energies and some strategies for you if you're in that experience, what you can do to help out. And this video is inspired mostly by an experience that we actually had today and by Rosa and her amazing sensitivity. As you might suspect from what you know about us, both of us are really sensitive to dense energies. So you want to say a little about your experiences?
Well, I guess what I was... Okay, well, I'll start with the feelings I started getting, and it was a very overwhelming sensation, something I've never experienced ever before, okay? And I've been around a lot of people, and I've been to the mall, and I've been drained, but wasn't being drained. This was a sensation of intense anxiety in my heart, to the point where I felt like my eyes were gonna, they were warming up, and I even went to the bathroom a little bit, and I just felt myself crying, and I didn't know why, because all this emotion just came out of nowhere, because I was just peaceful, and then all of a sudden, bam. And then I just felt this negativity, and it was just whoo, it was so much. So I had to kind of leave, leave the situation, because I felt like if I continued in it, it would not be beneficial for my own energy, because I felt like this energy, I was being engulfed by it, where it was almost it was kind of altering my own frequency. Okay, it was altering my own balance. Okay, and basically what I discovered, what this intense, overwhelming sensation was experiencing an individual that has this intense imbalance that was projected outward. Okay, and I never experienced this before, so it was a big shocker. But what helped me was firstly kind of giving myself permission to kind of step to the side, go into the bathroom, and just allow myself to just be in my own energy again. Okay, be in my own energy, feel my own energy. What is Rosa's energy? Okay, Rosa's energy isn't anxiety. Rosa's energy is compassion. Rosa's energy is peace and love. So when I felt it, I was like, okay, this is Rosa. This is Rosa. Okay, that other emotional, panicky, anxiety thing, that is not Rosa. So then after that, I felt guided to go outside and to get some fresh air, because I knew if I didn't go outside and get fresh air, I probably would begin to get a headache, because of all the energy I felt was it felt like it was hitting me in the head, like it was trying to get inside of my head and trying to challenge me to get anxiety or to join the energy and anxiety or something. But basically I felt this friction, energetic friction with this energy of this person. So that was really kind of heavy, very heavy. So a tip for really kind of grounding yourself and returning back to your sacredness and to your balanced energy when you are experiencing someone who's very imbalanced in themselves is to just go outside and lay down completely flat on the earth. That really helped me, and looking up at the sky, and then I just I felt the trees, I felt the rain, and it really reminded me that okay, love. Rosa is this abundance of love. Rosa is this beautiful person. Because in that moment when I was experiencing that weird sensation, I kept feeling like Rosa isn't beautiful. Rosa is powerless, because I feel like I was taking on the energy of that person who I think felt a little powerless and blaming and some things like ego chatter that I don't really have much going on. So it's very whoa, this is an ego. I've never seen ego very loud like this. But yeah, and I feel like if you experience any heavy energy, just know that it's okay. You know, it's not the end of the world that you experience heavy energy. There are a lot of people wanting to be in balance right now, and sometimes in order to be in balance, they have to go through, go through step by step, and a lot of those step by steps you're going to be in balance, or some people are going to be in balance while they are returning to their fullness, into their balance, into their true love for themselves. And I feel like what really helped me was just focusing on being the embodiment of compassion and focusing on the energy of love within every single person, and not allowing this energy that was kind of attached to this person to give me this idea that this person is, you know, a negative person, because I think that's what that sort of energy wants to do, kind of join them in the negativity, and joining them is by judging them and being critical. And I made a conscious choice not to do that. And I was like, I remember Rosa. Rosa is a compassion. All her lifetime, she's been compassion. So that helped me to be where I am right now, where I feel balanced, I feel grounded. I still feel a little bit uneasy because I never experienced that before. It was basically imbalance amplified, and I've only experienced imbalance, but never it amplified like 100 times, you know? So
yeah, so many interesting points. One of the things that comes to mind is this idea of like when you're dealing with energy that's not of your frequency, to like one thing Rosa said that's really strong is like know your own frequency, because Rosa is beyond sort of highly sensitive, but really, really clairsentient, really, really empathetic, and not only to, and probably everyone watching this is an empath as well, but not only to the energy of the present moment, but also to people's past and parallel lives as well, to all. And so if you are somebody, or you know somebody who's really, really sensitive, understand that you may be feeling, or that person may be feeling into people's darkness or shadow that other people can't perceive, and that's an okay experience. It's an experience that means that you have a lot of gifts and that you are a healer and things like that. And so one thing, and it's a little bit further back on my path, but a while ago I did, you know, what Rosa's doing now, which is just like give myself permission to remove myself from situations where there's heavy or negative or dark energies. And for a long time, that was really, really important. And I had to continuously tell myself, no, if there's a darker energy or a heavier energy that's impacting me, I will leave. And that marked, you know, a lot of self-respect and self-love to be able to do that. Also to learn to work with, some people are so empathetic that they're almost borderless in their aura, like or have such a diffuse aura that just picks up on whatever is around it. If you're like that, to learn how to center in your heart center and emanate out your frequency when you need to, that's almost a form of shielding, like to vibrate more strongly your energy. That's usually my approach now to dealing with darkness. Like if somebody's at an interesting vibrational frequency that I don't prefer, I just emanate stronger and stronger and stronger to just whatever. I mean, they can feel whatever they want, but I'm not going to. And I think that I learned this, like we were reflecting on, because I used to do, like I've made the transition, and maybe a little bit before Rosa, to working offline as well. She has a huge online presence, as you guys know. I used to work exclusively online because I was so sensitive to the darker energies in people. I even would write reports. I wouldn't even ever speak to anyone on the phone, Skype, or anything like that. I did all my readings just through writing because that's how much I didn't want to feel people's heaviness. Recently, I transitioned into doing a lot more work on Skype and in person and things like that. And I realized that maybe now I'm more like I routinely sit with people who are totally suicidal and in self-hatred. And Zaire taught me this actually, but I don't know, like I don't feel it anymore. So it's kind of going to be an interesting game, like to start out to try to think with how can you deal, like when you're in an emergency situation with energy, how can you deal with that and cope with that? And then how can you build a really strong aura that doesn't necessarily absorb some of that? I think like Rosa represents sort of the leading edge of the new generation of kids that are being born that are super sensitive and is having these experiences in advance. So it almost makes me think for the young children, crystals, rainbow, indigo kids, they may not have the ability to not perceive other people's energy. And if you fall into that category, some things you can do, definitely laying on the ground, you know, the attention that the earth will take from your field, anything that you don't need, working with crystals. Salt and baking soda baths are amazing. And also I thought we might have some sage right over here, but we burn sage in here afterwards. So clearing with that, I do about 2 to 3 hours of energy clearing per day. So I try to keep it just, you know, cleared out, just like taking a shower. Even taking a shower actually can clear your energy. But just knowing that if you have like enhanced sort of needs, energetic needs due to your sensitivity, that's an okay thing, and it's a wonderful thing, and it's important to respect yourself in those situations and to do whatever that you need to do. So also another note, dealing with heavy or difficult energies is that people don't necessarily know that they're carrying the energies. Like if you're really sensitive, you could be perceiving something in someone's field, they have absolutely no idea that is there. So just to be mindful, you know, of that, you know, when you're dealing with people, like you could be perceiving energy at 100 times anybody else in the room. And maybe some person just is thinking, okay, well, I had a little frustrating circumstance this morning, but overall I'm fine. But in their field, if you're a healer, you're an emotional healer, you might tap into that, like, and it feels completely overwhelming to you. So yeah. Respect yourself, and as much as possible, obviously, don't put yourself in situations where you're going to be around a bunch of really heavy energy. But we do all, like, in our lives, you know, like, encounter those situations.
I think it builds you stronger, though. Just like when you get sick, like your immune system is becoming stronger. So I think the next time I experience that, because this was my first time, the next time I'll probably be stronger. I'll probably be able to, okay, I know what's going on. Okay. This is going on, okay, I'm going to leave the situation, and I'm going to do what I did, and I'll probably be able to become more balanced much quicker than this time that I experienced it.
Yeah, building up the strength and building up skills as well. Like it's, sometimes when we're really sensitive and empathetic, we align with what other people are feeling, like out of compassion for the person, like, oh, they're feeling this way, I'm going to align with it. Maybe not doing that. Like, I used to join people in the energy space that they were in. Now I don't. I just I try to stay in whatever energy feels good to me all the time and just ignore. And sometimes it feels a little bit, like, selfish to do that. But at the same time, like, if you join a person in that energy frequency that they're in and you don't know how to actively transmute the frequency, or you can't because of how big it is, you're not really helping them anyway. So sometimes people have to just realize their darkness and stuff like that on their own, or just clear it themselves. And the best thing you can do is just clear it out of your field and just vibe high, and to just always put your own self first in that way. So anyway, we hope you have enjoyed this video, and hopefully you don't have too many situations dealing with the darker or heavier energy. But if you do, know that it's okay, and it's, you know, a sign that you're definitely really sensitive and gifted.
Soon we won't have any of this. Soon we'll just, in the golden age, we'll just all be these beings of this radiance of divine love, and we won't have any of this trauma that still is lingering in our energetic field that's creating this imbalance or this self-hatred or this anxiety or restlessness, and, you know. But this is what this age is for, I feel like, us clearing all that, so we can be these beings of just this radiance of our soul rather than our fear or anxiety or frustrations or irritations. So, okay. Well.
Yeah, thank you again for watching, and we're sending you our love and well wishes. Yeah, if you're watching this over on my channel and you want to get a hold of Rosa, she's on YouTube at Earth Angel Rosa. And what's your web address?
It's just Earth Angel Rosa at blogspot.com, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, if you're interested in knowing about your interdimensional or multidimensional selves or past lives and stuff like that, Rosa is a great person for you. So, yeah, have a great day, and namaste. Bye.
Bye.